A royal costumer's shocking confession turned everything we thought we knew about the monarch's wardrobe upside down. 21,000 public appearances over 70 years of reign. Thousands of outfits that suddenly vanished from the palace. Where to? Why? Elizabeth II's costumer kept quiet for decades before finally opening up in her book. What she revealed about the fate of those royal dresses shocked even seasoned historians. These outfits truly were stripped of their history, but how it actually happened reads like a thriller. The most unsettling part isn't what happened to the clothes, it's why it was hidden from the world so carefully. The truth turned out far more calculating than anyone imagined. Picture this: you have an unlimited budget, an entire team of Europe's finest tailors, and access to any fabric in the world. You can have anything, absolutely anything, but instead you wear the same dress for years, just changing the details. Sounds odd? For the British monarch, this was a way of life. Let's break this down step by step. 70 years of reign. Over 300 public appearances every year. Each event demanded a flawless look. Do the math. That's more than 21,000 public outings in total. 21,000 chances to appear in something new. But Elizabeth II chose a different path. And here's where the real mystery begins. Why would a woman who could buy a new dress every single day prefer wearing the same things over and over? Why did her wardrobe maintain strict records of every appearance in each outfit? And most importantly, what happened to the clothes the Queen no longer wanted to wear? The answers stayed locked behind Buckingham Palace walls until 2019. That's when a book came out that pulled back the curtain. Its author, Angela Kelly, a woman who knew absolutely everything about the Queen's wardrobe. From 2002, Kelly served as personal assistant and senior dresser to Elizabeth II. She created nearly every outfit the monarch wore, from everyday suits to evening gowns. And most critically, she kept incredibly detailed documentation of every dress, every coat, every brooch. In her book, The Other Side of the Coin, The Queen, the Dresser, and the Wardrobe, Kelly made a confession that flipped our understanding of royal luxury on its head. Turns out, Elizabeth II was a true pioneer of sustainable fashion long before it became trendy. The monarch didn't just wear clothes, she used them as efficiently as possible. And then something interesting happened. Kelly revealed the system behind the royal wardrobe. After 2 or 3 public appearances in one outfit, it became too recognizable to the press and photographers. The media had already captured it from every angle. But that didn't mean the end of the road for that dress or suit. Instead of sending the piece to storage, Kelly's team found ways to transform it. They changed details, added new elements, altered the cut. Sometimes they created something completely different from one outfit. And if changes weren't possible, the clothes were worn at private events in country residences like Balmoral or Sandringham, where there were no prying cameras or reporters. Kelly noted, "Her Majesty is always thrifty and loves her clothes to be adapted and reworked as much as possible." And here's the most astonishing part. The typical lifespan of a royal outfit was up to 25 years. 25 years! While modern fashion demands we refresh our wardrobes every season, the Queen of Great Britain proved that true style is timeless. But what did these legendary outfits actually look like? If you'd found yourself at a royal event somewhere in the early 2000s, you would have spotted Elizabeth II immediately. And not just because of security and protocol. Because of color. Neon green, bright pink, lemon yellow, electric blue, deep purple, magenta, chartreuse, shamrock. The Queen chose shades so vibrant they made photographers squint. This was a deliberate strategy. Elizabeth II herself explained her choice simply and practically. "In beige, nobody will notice me." Imagine a crowd of several thousand people. Everyone wants to see the monarch, but they're standing far away. How do you know exactly where the Queen is? By that bright splash of colour. The next holder of the British throne turned her appearance into a gift for her subjects. People saw that vibrant spot from a distance and felt joy. There she is, their Queen. They might not make out her features, but they recognized her by the colour of her dress. And that brought them happiness. The real shift came after the year 2000. That's when Elizabeth II's wardrobe began changing toward even greater recognition. It became dominated by solid-coloured two-piece suits, a sheath dress plus a matching coat. No complex combinations, no experiments with patterns. One colour, maximum brightness, flawless elegance. But that's not all. Skirt length, just below the knee. Always. No short dresses, no long evening gowns for daytime events. Shoes, always on a stable heel about 2 inches high. High stilettos? Forget it. A monarch must stand firmly on her feet in any situation. And if an outdoor event on uneven ground was planned, the choice fell to flat-soled shoes. Coat sleeves, either 3/4 length or long, but always narrow. The reason is simple. Wide sleeves get in the way during formal dinners and tea parties. Try gracefully lifting a cup to your lips when your sleeve catches the edge of the table or dips into your plate. Now try to picture the Queen without gloves. Can't do it? Exactly. Because gloves were an unchanging element of every look. Snow white or matching the outfit, they completed each ensemble. In one day, the monarch could change several pairs of gloves, selecting them for specific events. Morning visit, 1 pair of gloves. Afternoon reception, another. An evening occasion called for light nylon gloves. But all this brightness and perfection was just what the cameras saw. Behind the scenes lay incredible thoughtfulness in every detail. Documents reveal an unexpected twist. Creating a royal outfit was a genuine engineering challenge. Take a simple, long-fitted dress. Seems straightforward, right? But imagine the monarch climbing a tall staircase in front of hundreds of photographers. The dress mustn't restrict movement, mustn't ride up, mustn't create awkward moments. The solution? Special pleats and slits hidden in seams so skillfully they're impossible to spot. The outfit's color wasn't chosen simply by Elizabeth II's taste. Kelly's team considered the event location. An event in a park surrounded by greenery? A green dress was ruled out. The Queen would simply blend into the background. Subjects wouldn't be able to spot her from afar, and in photos she'd look like part of the landscape. A reception in a building with red walls? A red outfit would create the same effect. And now we come to the main secret. The Queen had a favorite fastening: buttons. They're reliable, simple to use, elegant. But what if you need to attend 3 events in one day and change clothes several times? Buttoning and unbuttoning numerous buttons takes time. Too much time for a monarch's packed schedule. So for such days they sewed outfits with zippers. Quick, practical, efficient. And now, the truth about what you never saw. Elizabeth II's wardrobe had almost no clothing that goes on over the head. The reason is hilariously mundane. Such items ruin hairstyles. Imagine, a stylist spends 90 minutes creating a perfect updo, and then you pull on a sweater and destroy all that work. Plus, fabric gets marked with foundation, powder, lipstick. The monarch couldn't afford to appear before the public with makeup stains on her collar. Photographs captured an important moment. Elizabeth II always carried a clear umbrella in rainy weather. Why clear? So people could see her face even under the umbrella. No dark canopies hiding the monarch from view. The most important part was yet to come. It seems like the Queen used the same umbrella for years. Actually, there were dozens. Each time, a new umbrella with a handle chosen to match the outfit exactly. Blue dress, blue handle. Pink suit, pink handle. Green coat, green handle. Even handbags were custom-made. A regular bag with a short handle. Impractical. If you carry it in your hand, you can't shake hands with guests. If you hang it on your wrist, the handle might catch the coat cuff or dress sleeve. The solution? An extended handle allowing the bag to be worn on the forearm, keeping hands free and avoiding any risk of damaging the outfit. Such precision in details required a special approach to creating each piece. Behind every outfit worn by Elizabeth II stood an entire team of professionals: 3 tailors, 1 milliner, 4 wardrobe assistants, and chief designer Angela Kelly, who coordinated the entire process from first sketch to final stitch. The process began with a drawing. Kelly created 4 different sketches of the future outfit and attached several fabric options to them. The Queen studied the proposals, chose the best option, voiced remarks, offered her own ideas. Only after approving the concept did the team move to the next stage. And then something interesting happened. Nobody started cutting expensive fabric right away. Too risky. Instead, they created a prototype from rough cotton. This draft version allowed them to see the design in reality, evaluate proportions, check how the outfit fit, how the fabric moved. At this stage, they refined small details, adjusted the cut, changed the length or width of elements. The key moment came in the fitting process. In the workshop stood a mannequin that precisely replicated the Queen's figure. Not just a standard mannequin with approximate measurements, but an individual copy accounting for every feature of the monarch's build. They applied patterns to this mannequin, fitted draft versions on it, checked the fit of finished pieces by it. After a decade, the situation changed. Angela Kelly had studied Elizabeth II's tastes and preferences so thoroughly she could anticipate her wishes. She never proposed anything the monarch would definitely reject. Every sketch, every fabric, every detail matched the Queen's ideas about style and comfort. But beyond taste, practical tasks needed consideration. Records from that time show incredible attention to functionality. If an event took place outdoors, surrounded by greenery, the outfit couldn't be green. Otherwise, in photos, the Queen would blend with the background. If several outfit changes were scheduled, they chose dresses with zippers, not multiple buttons. If the program included climbing stairs, they made hidden pleats in the dress for freedom of movement. Buttons remained the monarch's favorite fastening thanks to reliability and simplicity. But when every minute counted, the choice fell to zippers. The real turning point came later, when it became clear clothing must serve not 2 or 3 years, but decades. This demanded a special approach not only to creating, but also to storing outfits. What happens to a royal dress after it's removed from the monarch? Ordinary people hang clothes in a closet or fold them in a dresser, but Elizabeth II's outfits required completely different handling. Each item went into a special drawer, not just a box, but a genuine storage unit with protection from insects, sunlight, and dust. Each drawer was labeled and indexed for quick searching. The system worked like a library catalog. The needed dress could be found in minutes among hundreds of other outfits. Such thoroughness had a reason. Many suits and dresses held historical value. They testified to an era, to events, to fashion's evolution. Some required museum-level preservation. And here appears a new character in this story, the fate of outfits the Queen no longer planned to wear. Royal biographer Brian Hoey, in his book Not in Front of the Corgis, Secrets of the Royal Household, revealed a surprising practice. After 2 public appearances in one outfit, Elizabeth II could transform it or completely remake it. But what about those things she was simply tired of, that the monarch definitely wouldn't wear again, even in altered form? So what's the real story? Her Majesty passed these outfits to her dressers. They could either keep the clothing for themselves or sell it. Sounds simple, right? But here's where things get really interesting. There existed one extremely strict condition the dressers were obligated to follow without exception. Before the item left the palace walls and reached a new owner, they had to perform a special procedure. What actually happened to each dress, each coat, each suit sent for resale? All labels were removed, absolutely all of them. Every tag with the maker's name, every size marker, every fabric composition label was cut out or unpicked. But that wasn't enough. Any element that could identify the item as belonging to the royal family had to disappear. Special buttons with the royal crest, replace with ordinary ones, unique embroidery with royal symbols, unpick it. Monogram on the lining, remove without a trace. Nobody should discover that the purchased dress was once worn by Elizabeth II herself. This tradition protected not only royal privacy, but the very essence of monarchy. Imagine the scandal if someone started profiting from items with royal markings. Or if dishonest sellers began faking labels, passing off ordinary clothes as the monarch's outfits. Therefore, every item leaving Elizabeth II's wardrobe lost all traces of its royal origin. It became simply a beautiful vintage dress, simply an elegant coat, simply a quality suit. Without history, without the previous owner's name. Somewhere in the world, these outfits still exist. Perhaps someone wears a chartreuse coat, unaware that the Queen of Great Britain once attended an official event in it. Someone keeps a pink two-piece suit in their closet, not knowing that the monarch shook diplomats' hands in it. Someone puts on a bright blue dress for celebrations, never suspecting its past. 70 years of reign, more than 21,000 public appearances, thousands of outfits, each serving up to 25 years. And all these items continue living, keeping the secret of their royal history. That's the whole truth about the mysterious disappearance of royal outfits. No scandal, no dark secrets, just the monarch's incredible thriftiness and respect for history. Elizabeth II turned fashion into philosophy. 25 years of service from one dress, alterations instead of purchases, bright colors as a gift to people. And removing the labels, simply protection from profiteering and fakes. Somewhere in the world, people still wear her outfits without even knowing it. Isn't that amazing? If this story about the royal wardrobe grabbed you, hit like and click the bell so you don't miss new revelations. There are so many incredible stories from monarchs' lives ahead that you haven't even imagined. See you next time.